All right, what's up, people? It's your boy Spankdog, aka Puffinstein. Like, comment, share, subscribe. You already know, tick the notification bell so you'll know when I go live and when I post videos. And let's get into it. Puffinstein 514 at Twitch also, and Robert Lopez at Facebook. I'm streaming on all three platforms right now simultaneously, just so everybody knows. Yeah, what's up? I hope everybody's doing good, man. God bless all of you guys. You know, the title, we're going to address the title in a second. I hope everybody's doing good out there. You know, you got to feel, you got to be thankful for what you have. Like, if you need money, go out there and go do what you got to do to get it, because that's the world we live in. I'm not saying break laws. I'm saying like get a job. But what I'm also saying is, if your back is against the wall, regardless of whether things are fair or not, whether other people had a head start and you didn't, you can't call it quits just because you were dealt a raw hand. You know what I'm saying? If a guy like Diddy could make it, you could do it. You know what I'm saying? And you know what it is? Like in the title, it says speculation. Yo, Barbara, what's up, Barbara? I just seen the comments. What's up, homegirl? How you doing? Yeah, Oh yeah, I hope you're doing good too. What I was gonna say, but what I was gonna say was that Diddy, the people speculating about Diddy, it's not speculation no more. You know what I'm saying? But the thing that confuses me is that there were a lot of people that attended Diddy's parties. People are already condemning them. And I have a little bit of a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? You know, the girl Allie Carter, first of all, the story that she tells it's sad, and she deserves to want justice more than anybody. But she said, well, no, she didn't say actually. It was the guy narrating. So I take that back about Ali Carter. The person narrating the video, oh, Barbara writes, Diddy is not going to prison. Yeah, you never know. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of clout. That's a lot of tapes. I don't disagree with you, but I don't know if you're correct neither. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like when a policeman does something bad in America. He could be caught dead to right and still get off, and there's times where he gets caught dead to right and they fry him. So that's how I feel about the Diddy thing. Barbara's not wrong when she says that he could go free. Yeah, no, definitely. I just noticed what else you wrote. Yeah. That's a lot of other people's opinions too. And I'm not saying it ain't mine either. If Diddy didn't go to prison, I wouldn't be shocked. You know, listen. A lot of it is sex. The one thing that not only is criminal, it would be the type of stuff that guys that are real dudes would want to get him for, and that's the kids. You don't mess with the kids. So, like, if there was things involving sex trafficking minors, and that's disgusting. He deserves whatever he gets. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I got a 15-year-old that can't even talk. You think that I don't want to see a person who takes advantage of people that are vulnerable, see them get what's coming to them? Of course I do. You know what I'm saying? I definitely, if anybody that hurt a child, not only would I want you to get yours, I would enjoy seeing it happen. You know what I'm saying? I could be real vicious if the person deserves it. You know, but other than that, I'm a good person. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to worry about ever being around me unless you slimy like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, slimy. Like, there's dudes out there, I see them call themselves grimy and stuff. But trust me, if homie got a heart, he's not grimy. He just, that's he's showcasing his resume. You know what I'm saying? He's letting you know that, but at the same time, there's guys out there that call themselves grimy and they're not even grimy. Because people got love in their heart. And sometimes they don't even realize, something happens that the light goes off in your head and you don't want to be like that no more. And then there's people that go into their old age that they're slimy and they're never gonna change. They're gonna be like that until they leave, this planet. You'll never be able to trust them. You should stay away from them. Cross the street if you see them. Be sorry you were born in the same neighborhood as them. But like I said, if anything happened, listen, with this Diddy case, if anything happened with children, throw them in the moat. And if you were any of these celebrities and you were complicit, or you knew that, I don't know the ages. That's another thing too. The ages matter. You know what I'm saying? But if it was like 16 and under, whatever age, because there's actually states where it's 16. So, 17 and under, 16 and under, like, it's not consensual unless it's 18 in most states, you know. But like, don't mess with the kids, bro. You know what I'm saying? And these are they, remember, allegedly, they saying that they were feeding children to the big rich weirdos, beyond weirdos, criminals. Yeah, beyond criminal. Let me tell you something. From what I come to understand, and I got people that have been in and out like my whole life. I never did a stint, thank God. I went through the system a couple of times. I caught a F that got dropped down to a misdemeanor. I shouldn't have even have been an A misdemeanor. The policeman lied on me, and that's a fact. But like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never. But as far as I know, if they catch a person who messes with children in jail, you mincemeat, or you got to pack up. That's what they say. You got to pack up and get out of here, and that's the lucky one. You get blazed. You get $150 for touching a child, and that would still be getting off lucky because you still got your life. They'll take your life for messing with kids. There's a famous, matter of fact, hold on a second. Yeah, that's what I was saying. We don't really know. Yeah, that's what in the title you see it. Mega speculation. Yeah, because listen, Ellen was at some of the parties. And the list goes on. I'm not gonna even name all the Ashton Kutcher. See, but that don't mean that they did anything. You know what I'm saying? Not only does it mean not only did they not do anything, if let's say they went there and they had a sexual encounter, if it was consensual with an adult, that's neither here nor there, don't matter. In order for it to have been some stuff where you should be, you should be watching your back over, is if something happened with a child and you at the very least knew, or you engaged. And if you engaged, that's when you really in trouble. You know, I'm praying that if any children were hurt, that money don't buy their way out of it. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, as far as all the celebrities, I don't know nothing. They're saying that a lot of stuff is being sold on the black market and the black net. I don't even know what the black net looks like. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them dudes that would go to a certain website that wasn't trusted, catch a virus, my computer don't work, I gotta reinstall Windows. So I don't really mess with websites that ain't really at least, been recommended, you know what I'm saying? But the dark net, I haven't been on no dark net. You know, Diddy's mom's is not even his mom's, they're saying, allegedly. If that's his aunt and they all kissing each other on the mouth and stuff, that's weird. My mom's got 3 sisters. I don't kiss any of them on the mouth, and they wouldn't want me to. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, let's get into a video, man. Word. Hold on one second. I'm gonna get one of the videos I was watching up earlier. Let's have a little reaction time. I'm gonna show you the one I was watching with Ali got with I think her name is Ali Carter. Yeah, Ali Carter. Give me one second, people. But yeah, man, for the people that we don't know nothing about, stop throwing dirt on their name, man. If you went to a person's party and you went home that night, and the next thing you know, they're like, yeah, man, such and such was messing with little kids. You'd be like, yo, what are you talking about? I came home at 11 that night. People, but then at the same time, there's truth to some of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? There's definitely truth to some of this stuff. And it's the children. That's the real thing. But that whole, oh no, there's more to it. The whole being talented and not being able to get into the industry unless you give up the buns. Like what's that about? Like I could sing like a angel. I could rap like the cleverest rapper you ever heard in your life. You telling me I can't make it through the door because you want me to have sex with you? And I'm a straight guy and you're the same sex? Like what? You crazy? Nah, he gotta go down too. He gotta go down too. You know what I'm saying? Those kind of people gotta go down too. And it's not because he's victimizing the same sex, even if it's the opposite sex. If it's boy, boy, girl, or girl, boy, nobody should be forced to have a sexual thing done in order for them to become a star, and they have the talent to become a star. It's a messed up world we live in sometimes. That's why good people got to unite, man. If you got a good heart and you know for sure the other person got a good heart, or at least in your gut, you think the person would never stab you in the back, people got to link up because that's what they're doing. That's what the Basement Click group is about. It's business, but it's also so good people could come together. You know what I'm saying? You know, and like I said, the only specification for you to be part of BC is for you to be a genuinely good-hearted person. You cannot be a slime ball, backstabber, a hater. Can't stand to see another person shine. I'm gonna get to the comments in a second. Just want to launch one of the videos I was watching. They call it tea. That's another thing too. I'm not, I can't say I'm not into the gossip because I'm up here. It ain't gossiping though. This shit is important. You know what I'm saying? It's important. It wouldn't make the news like it does if it wasn't important. They're saying that his mansion is right across the way from a shipping yard. And, foul things happen in those shipping containers. There's times where they open them shipping containers and they find unalived people, and amongst other crazy stuff. All right, so we're gonna get it shaking right now. Hold on one second. You know, I just put out a documentary, a edited one. You know, I'm starting a series called The Souls of Hip Hop. I just did a documentary, a 10-minute documentary on La the Dark Man, because I like to get to the nitty gritty. We don't got to do all the time hour long documentaries. But when you get a chance, check out the La the Dark Man short documentary I just did. I'm trying to come with more edited stuff because I can edit. I got better at it. Real good. I'm real good. All right, so but let's get to the video. Let me hit the share. All right, we in business, y'all. Give it a second to load up. All right, now that I'm back at the comments. All right. Barbara wrote the parents should be charged. Some teens, they grown ups marry them, so it's not just him. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, sometimes the parents got to do a better job. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, I agree with that. And yeah, you're absolutely right when you say it's been going on in the industry forever, forever. Matter of fact, they're talking about that guy Clive Davis. That guy's like 100 years old. So he was around in 1924. So yeah, you're right about that. And allegedly with him too, because they're saying stuff about Clive Davis, but nothing has been proven. So until then, it's alleged. You know, like I was just talking about mega speculation, but not even talking about him, talking about other people. It's been going on, not just Hollywood, the music industry, people that get on sitcoms, whatever you want to call that, the people who win the Emmys, that do drama series and sitcoms, they go through that stuff too. All of them. Hollywood, it's the movies, the TV shows, and the music. You know, and it goes on in other industries too. What do you think? You don't get a job at 97.1 Kiss FM or whatever, you know, because I don't know the stations like I used to, or you know, it used to be 107.5 WBLS. Some people don't get jobs at places like that unless they know somebody. HBO, you know, that's another thing that's not. I mean, if you're the person getting the job, you're happy. But if you're getting beaten out by a person that's less qualified because his cousin works there, you know, that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let's start this up, y'all. Let's get it popping.
Reasonably late, but here's where it gets juicy. Ellen reveals she knows.
All right, I just put it to the beginning. Here we go.
While I was down there was something that happened. There was I don't even know what to call it. There was.
My son is at school too. Like, yo, when I do my lives, I be under like the crazy circumstances. Like, you know, you got to do the show when you could do the show. And it be nighttime sometimes. My son comes over here. But right now, thank God he's at school and I get to do the live. My wife's over there handling something else, and I get to do this, you know, without having to worry.
Something that sounded like an earthquake, something that sounded like people got into a fight. Up to the car, to elite jobs and elite parties that were with celebrities.
All right, I'm gonna give you a little background on the girl. As far as I know, she was somebody that was tricked into going to a party, and she seen superstars and she thought that it was like, yeah, like, you know, like this is what's up, and then they like kind of like trapped her off or whatever. I believe that's how it starts.
Y'all, Allie Carter just set the internet on fire with some jaw-dropping tea about the wild things
that allegedly went down at Diddy's notorious parties, especially about Diddy's mom, Janice. And this isn't your typical Hollywood party gossip. We're talking next level drama that'll make your head spin. Allie claims these weren't just glamorous A-list shindigs. Oh no, she's spilling the kind of details that make you clutch your pearls and wonder if we're even ready to hear the full story.
You heard her, they call it tea. You know, I guess women gossip more than men, you know, but like I said, man, ain't nothing wrong with people talking about stuff that's happening I mean, we give them our money. We buy their concert tickets. I mean, forget about it.
The behavior she's describing? Let's just say it's not for the faint of heart. And the best part? This is just the tip of the iceberg, y'all. The rabbit hole runs way deeper than anyone could have imagined. Buckle up, because this tea is piping hot and we're just getting started. Allie's story is like a backstage pass to a side of fame and power most of us could never even dream of. Allie is out here dropping names without fear. She's spilling about these so-called parties that, according to her, are less about the glitz and glamour and more about, well, things that'll make your jaw hit the floor. Now, here's where it gets really wild. Allie's not just talking about your typical celebrity gossip. It's giving mystery, it's giving conspiracy, and honestly, it's giving what is going on. So buckle up, because we're unpacking all her jaw-dropping allegations. Whether
you know, I don't know if I have it right, but like I said, I think they trapped her off in a party. The dark-skinned son, what's his name? Christian? I think it's Christian Combs. It was the one that he was just kissing and he pushed him away and started dancing. He looks like he's down for his father. And I ain't mad at him. That's his father. The other two, Justin and Quentin, they're not even from Diddy. You know, they know Quentin is from Albie Shore, but Justin, they think is from Wolf. You know, his bodyguard that, you know, that got murdered or whatever. But yeah, I think Justin is Wolf's kid, Quentin is Albie Shore's, and then Christian is the one that's really truly his. And if you notice, the twin girls are dark skinned, and Christian is dark skinned. Those three are definitely his. And then Quentin and Justin are light skinned. I think Justin is Wolf's, and we know that Quentin is Albie Shore's. He's the oldest, I believe. But yeah, Christian looks like he's rocking out for his pops.
You believe her or not, one thing's for sure. This tea is steaming. Okay, so let's get into it. Who is Allie Carter and why does she have this kind of tea to spill? She isn't just some random...
Who is Allie Carter? She's not just some random... Here we go. Now you're going to know, because I didn't want to tell her backstory wrong.
Voice on the internet? She's claiming she was thrown into the deep end of Hollywood's darkest secrets at a shockingly young age. And when I say deep end, I mean the kind of stuff you'd expect to see in a Netflix thriller, not real life. According to Allie, her introduction to this mess started off innocent enough. Just a bright-eyed girl thinking she was heading to a high-profile party, probably expecting a little glitz, glam, and maybe a selfie with a celeb or two. But according to her, what she walked into was a whole other crazy experience. She's talking about secretive behind closed door situations that most of us couldn't even imagine. And that's not all. Allie says this wasn't a one-time thing. She claims she got wrapped up in this hidden side of Hollywood and the stuff she's seen. Allegedly, it's enough to blow the lid off some of the biggest names in the industry. If even half of what she's saying is true, things are about to get seriously messy.
Oh, yeah.
And here's where things take a seriously dark turn. Because these parties Allie's describing are not your run-of-the-mill Hollywood blowouts with champagne towers and red carpet vibes. According to her, these gatherings were on a whole other level, and not in a good way. She's talking about some of the most powerful and influential people in the entertainment industry being involved. And apparently, there were layers to these events that go way beyond the surface. She went on to say that these weren't just places to let loose after an awards show or mingle with other A-listers. She's alleging secret agendas, ulterior motives, and activities that would make even the most seasoned gossip lover do a double take. The wildest part? All of this was supposedly happening right under everyone's noses. Like, while the cameras were flashing and the world was watching, there was a whole other reality going down behind the velvet ropes. And the details she's hinting at? Let's just say they're making people rethink what they thought they knew about the glitzy world of Hollywood.
Not touching the seriousness of trafficking yet, guys. Like, the video...
That's what I'm saying. The trafficking, yeah, man. Yo, listen, man. You know, I'm a street dude, and you know, I'm on some, you know, you don't be telling on your homie shit, but this, I don't give a shit about these people. Like I said, when you mess with kids, you get what's coming to you.
videos that I've made, the videos that I've started to make, this is not even touching trafficking. This is the gist of it. And I think so many people are quick to raise a sign and say adrenochrome, but you don't know what it means.
If she's telling the truth, go get him, Allie. Let me know if you can hear me too, Barbara, like if the mic is good.
And there are videos in there.
Ron Jeremy, Denzel Washington, Beyonce Knowles, Ellen DeGeneres, Whoopi Goldberg, Lady Gaga, Chrissy Teigen, John Legend, Joan Rivers, Rob Saget. Do you want me to keep going?
You see, now that's when I get confused. When you say those names, do you mean they did something illegal, or were they just there? You know, that's the real thing. Even though I keep hearing that these people were there, I still haven't heard about any of them doing anything criminal except for like one or two that we already kind of knew.
Ask me.
All right, let's break it all the way down because Allie's claims about these parties are wild. Forget the glamorous Hollywood parties you see all over Instagram. This wasn't about designer outfits and celebrity selfies. Nope. According to Allie, these were ultra-exclusive, VIP-only gatherings where the guest list alone told you everything you needed to know. If you were invited, it wasn't just about your fame or influence. It was about being part of an inner circle that, allegedly, was willing to look the other way when things got dark. Now, Allie says these parties weren't your standard, let's pop some champagne and vibe to a DJ kind of events. She's alleging that behind
Look at Jay-Z in his nice pink suit with his nice long hair.
In the glitz, there were layers of secrecy and questionable behavior that people at the top were not only aware of, but actively participating in. The way she describes it, just getting through the door meant you were complicit, or at the very least, agreeing to keep your mouth shut. And the vibe at these parties? Let's just say it wasn't the fun, carefree Hollywood energy you'd expect. According to Allie, there were things happening that would make anyone do a double take. Think power plays, exploitation, and situations that were more sinister than social. She's basically painting a picture of a side of fame and influence that nobody wants to talk about, until now. If even a fraction of what she's claiming is true, it's enough to make you question everything about Hollywood's elite. Oh, this part right here is beyond chilling. Allie's talking about what she calls all-black events, and no, it's not some chic fashion-forward dress code or a trendy party theme. According to her, these gatherings had a far more sinister purpose. She claims
She gonna give us the tea.
the focus wasn't on the guests wearing black. It was about young black kids being brought in, allegedly under the guise of providing entertainment. But the way Allie tells it, what actually went down was far more disturbing than anything you could imagine. Now let's unpack this. Ally is saying these kids weren't there by chance. They were specifically chosen, and the implications of that alone are enough to make your stomach turn.
Remember, I would let it rock all the way from beginning to end. But when you do a reaction video, the way they call it transformative. So, you know, in order for them to not get on my case for watching it with you guys, I got to stop it and kick it with you guys about the video every now and then. You know what I'm saying? So we could chill and watch the video together.
According to her, what followed was less about fun and games.
And other people, like what I'm doing right now, usually they record theirs, they edit it, and then they post it. I'm one of the few people that goes live with the tea.
And more about exploitation, manipulation, and outright abuse. The details she shared are beyond horrifying. Stuff that would make even the most hardened skeptic pause and rethink what they thought they knew about Hollywood's dark side. What's worse is how Allie describes the atmosphere. A room full of powerful people who not—
I just seen the comment too. Yeah, let me tell you something. Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, we already know what it was with them. Clive Davis, you know, they haven't put it on him yet, so I just be careful because of the channel. But Harvey Weinstein and Jeffrey Epstein, they nailed them good.
not only knew what was happening, but were complicit, either by their silence or active participation. And let's not ignore the deeper layers here. Abuse. The details she shared are beyond horrifying. Stuff that would make even the most hardened skeptic pause and rethink what they thought they knew about Hollywood's dark side. What's worse is how Allie describes the atmosphere. A room full of powerful people who not only knew what was happening, but were complicit, either by their silence or active participation. And let's not ignore the deeper layers here. If what Allie's saying is even partially true, it's a massive abuse of power and privilege, wrapped in the glitz and glamour of fame. It's the kind of revelation that makes you question everything about the entertainment world. This isn't just gossip, it's a potential reckoning waiting to happen.
Me in containers with his shipment of kids. There were kids in there that didn't speak English. There were kids that were sick and that were already dying. There were babies. There were babies that were 6 years old.
Woo! Let's get into this part because it's just as.
But is she saying that she's seen? I think she's saying she's seen it before. I don't. If she's talking directly towards what's going on, then that's crazy.
Shocking as it is heartbreaking. Allies spilling tea on these so-called VIP sections, and she's making it crystal clear. These weren't your typical exclusive areas with bottle service and plush seating. No, according to her, these spaces had a far darker purpose. Allie claims they were set up specifically to cater to high-profile guests.
She's
like, name-dropping people like Jay-Z and Naomi,
you know what I'm
called VIP sections.
Some people will be like, why? You can't, an old white guy can't sit with P. Diddy. You know, you got a woman right here talking about, I don't even know if she got a lawsuit out. So if she don't got a lawsuit out, what's driving her? You know, if she was truly sex trafficked when she was young, that's enough drive. You know, I'm gonna let it play. So I didn't see the whole thing.
And she's making it crystal clear. These weren't your typical exclusive areas with bottle service and plush seating. No, according to her, these spaces had a far darker purpose. Allie claims set up specifically to cater to high-profile guests. She's name-dropping people like Jay-Z and Naomi Campbell, giving them private, behind-the-scenes access to young girls in ways that are absolutely sickening. Now,
it's Boss Squad.
Let's talk about the setup. Allie paints a picture of these sections being more like traps than perks. Imagine being young, impressionable, and suddenly finding yourself alone in a room with someone famous, a person you've probably admired or dreamed about meeting. To most of us, that might sound like a fantasy come true.
Jay, you from the star, man. Come on, you killing me, man.
But Allie, she says it was all part of a bigger, twisted game designed to lure people into vulnerable situations where they felt pressured, powerless, and completely at the mercy of the powerful. And here's the...
Let me tell you something. If Justin Bieber, let's say, whether he would have ever ran into Diddy or not, he would have been he would have been part of the LGBTQ community. That wouldn't have been a problem. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that's something that he should have figured out on his own, or with the help of somebody that loved him and was a family member. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you know, what a lot of these dudes do is they look to see if the youngin they're being a predator with, if he has feminine tendencies, and they're more likely to strike somebody that they got a inkling that kid might not be interested in girls, if you get my drift. And that's also me, like, you know, just thinking in my head.
Kicker. She's claiming that these young girls weren't just random attendees. According to her, they were deliberately brought in, chosen specifically for their youth and inexperience. The way Allie describes it, this wasn't just casual exploitation, it was a calculated system that thrived on imbalance, trapping these girls in situations that were anything but glamorous. It's giving predatory vibes on a whole new level, and honestly, it's gut-wrenching to even think about. If these allegations are true, it's a massive stain on everyone involved, and the fallout could be catastrophic. Interestingly, one of Diddy's neighbors revealed a while back that
Oh, I seen Khalid kiss Diddy on the mouth. Was that real, or was that like some superimposed stuff? Because if that was real, that's just something a straight man does not want to see, and that's not something you should be mad at the straight man over. You got to be okay with a straight man seeing certain things and being like, oh, I don't want to see that. You know what I mean? It's a straight man reaction, you know.
Diddy regularly has buses filled with young girls brought to his houses during his parties.
So the neighbor, watch what the neighbor says. This is what I'm saying. If the girl Allie Carter is lying, then what the fuck is what is Diddy's neighbor? Watch what Diddy's neighbor screams out of the. First of all, he's in a fly car. That's not no regular nigga driving that car. Excuse my language. Oh, I dropped the N-word. All right, it's too late. That's not no regular dude. That's you could tell like he's you know he's not a regular guy. Like he watches like he likes maybe he watches Power, like he's into street stuff. And he tells him, he says, yo, this dude be having dudes come in the middle of the night. I don't think they care if you say that the word anyway, neither. You could say it. I just choose not to say it. But anyway, listen to what homie says. Watch what homie says. He kills it.
Bring all the minors over here late at night.
In fact, hold on. Let me put on the closed caption.
Girls in situations that were anything but glamorous. It's giving predatory vibes on a whole new level. And honestly, it's gut-wrenching to even think
Watch what homie in the nice car says. I put the captions on. Watch.
about. If these allegations are true, it's a massive stain on everyone involved, and the fallout could be catastrophic. Interestingly, one of Diddy's neighbors revealed a while back that Diddy regularly has buses filled with young girls brought to his houses during his parties.
Yeah, tell them stop bringing all the minors over here late at night.
Tell them stop bringing the minors here late at night. I live right next to him.
Imagine being young, catastrophic. Interestingly, one of Diddy's neighbors revealed a while back that Diddy regularly has buses filled with young girls brought to his houses during his parties.
Yeah, tell them stop bringing all the minors over here late at night. I live right next to him. He do too much. He be like big ass.
It'd be like buses.
You can see all type of shit hop out. Especially at nighttime, like around 3 o'clock in the morning. It gets wild. I'm his neighbor. When my basketball go over there, I just let it be.
You said my basketball.
Allie's not just sharing her own experience. She's shedding light on patterns of manipulation.
He said my basketball go over there. I just let it be. I don't want to go over there.
That we've heard time and time again from other survivors. The tactics she describes, they're textbook, making young people feel special or chosen, showering them with attention, promises of opportunity, or even just the thrill of being in the presence of fame and power. It's all designed to disarm them, to make them think, this is my big break, when in reality, it's anything but that. What makes this even more unsettling is that Allie isn't alone with these claims.
I don't know if y'all heard that they said he was flipping out Danity Kane. I don't know how true that is. What does that mean? He was literally, he had all 5 of them as sex workers. Like,
she's not the first to describe these manipulation techniques being used at high-profile Hollywood parties. And let's be real, she probably won't be the last. Survivors have come forward in the past with eerily similar stories. The glamour, the promises, and then the horrifying realization that they were being exploited. And the fact that her story lines up with others, that just makes it all the more chilling. It's like there's this unspoken rule book for how to lure young, vulnerable people into these situations. Allies' claims suggest it's not just one-off bad behavior. It's a systemic, well-oiled machine that preys on innocence, and the worst part, the powerful people involved seem to rely on the assumption that no one will believe.
See, that shit gets me angry, like really gets me angry. Like, anyway.
These survivors.
I'm trying to deal with it a lot because a lot of people don't understand when you say sex trafficking, what's going on. It's not just jobs. It's not just sex.
She got the violins going. I just wanted to see something real quick. Yeah, all right. I'm going to let it keep playing.
Oh, it gets even darker, y'all. Allie's not just spilling the tea. She's exposing what she says was a carefully orchestrated system at these parties. According to her, this wasn't some chaotic free-for-all. Everything was planned to the last detail to keep people inside scared, confused, or too young and naive to even realize what was happening, let alone speak out about it. Allie claims these weren't parties. They were practically traps. The way she describes it, once you were inside, it felt like there was no way out. The environment was designed.
She's committed to it. She's making accusations. She's not going back on it. She's literally saying that the party was just the the diversion. she was saying that there was layers to it, that behind that, the spectacle that was the main party, other things was going on.
To be disorienting, with a heavy focus on making people feel powerless and silenced. Think about it. You're young, surrounded by famous, influential people, and suddenly caught in a situation that feels completely out of your control. You're isolated, unsure who to trust, and likely being told that no one will believe you if you try to speak up. That's manipulation 101. And that's exactly how, according to Ali, these so-called elite parties managed to keep their secrets buried for so long. People weren't just attendees, they were prisoners of the moment, stuck in a carefully staged environment where every move seemed calculated to ensure their silence. Ali paints a picture of an atmosphere so oppressive and controlling that it wasn't just intimidating, it was paralyzing. What's chilling is how deliberate this all sounds. If what she's saying is true, these weren't just...
And all this shit, and there's kids out there that ain't eating. You know what I'm saying? I'm dead serious. You're over here blowing all this money. You be paying out millions of dollars, $100 million to one person because you did some dumb sexual stuff, you know, allegedly, whatever, you know, and there's some kid out there that could use some of your $1 billion, and you're throwing these stupid ass parties. What about people that are starving? This is what you see. We live in a capitalist society. You got a man that figures out a way to get to $1 trillion, and he takes the $1 trillion, and this is what he spends it on. And because of capitalism, one man can have all that wealth and squander it. You know, now you're gonna tell me if you hit $1 billion, I would have so much fun flying around helping people and still living my life, still, you know, vacation and stuff, but I would be really focused on making the world a better place. This shit is foolish to me. Beyond foolish. Over getting your freak offs, $1 billion wasted. You could have fed people.
Just parties gone wrong. They were environments engineered to exploit the vulnerable while protecting the powerful. It's a system that thrives on fear, shame, and secrecy, leaving those who experience it too scared to come forward. And that, my friends, is the kind of darkness that makes you question everything about Hollywood's glittery facade. But if you think that's bad enough, it's only about to get worse, because Ali also claimed that not only was Diddy's mom, Janice Combs, at the parties, but she also actively participated.
And then even worse, not only are you not feeding a kid, they're saying you utilizing kids to get the bread that you're blowing on bullshit.
In the craziness, and even made video recordings at the parties. This shouldn't be shocking, because there have been allegations that Janice has been enabling Diddy's bad behavior for a long time. They have a very weird relationship, and Maze, who was once a Bad Boy Records artist, was the first to drop some hints about it.
Yo, how dare this nigga told me he want receipts? Let's start with your mother, nigga. Your mother got the receipts, nigga. Everything is in your mother's name.
Oh, but hold on. There's even more here. Remember when he returned the masters to his artist?
I guess he forgot he was a pastor for a moment.
And had them sign NDAs? According to Aubrey O'Day, one of the conditions in that NDA is that they're forbidden from talking Janice.
In order to get that, I...
Right, Barbara? He was like, your mother got the receipts, and he's a pastor. I like Aubrey, man. She held out. She didn't sign for no stupid publishing that she wasn't even going to make no money off of.
Have to release him for any claims or wrongdoings or actions prior to the date of the release. I have to sign an NDA that I will never disparage Puff, Bad Boy, Janice Combs, or Justin Combs' music, or EMI, or Sony ever in public.
There's also this creepy video of Diddy talking weird about his mom's body, and it just gave everyone the ick.
Yeah, my mom's gorgeous. Let me introduce you to my mom, called Mom Dukes.
Hi.
She's getting a drip with me. She's hydrating. What's up, Mom?
Everything's good, baby. I'm here with you.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too. Mom, freshly dipped though. I was trying to show you shit.
Oh, I just read everything. I read all the comments you wrote, Barbara. I feel you though on everything you wrote. I don't sleep on anybody doing anything extra right now. People are losing their mind over money. You know, it's not only where they found out that he was doing criminal stuff, allegedly. You know, people see money and they don't even care that kids are being wronged. Kids were utilized to generate money, possibly. They out with their hand out. And even people that create videos. That's why, Barbara, when I do these videos, I if people come and watch, they come and watch. If they don't, they don't. But I don't never say anything on some, oh, I think that'll make people come. I just keep it 100 all the way through.
Yeah, my mom's is single. Mom's is single. I ain't gonna hate on my mom's. She's single. Me and my mom talked about one time doing a dating show with her. She's so picky. She's so picky, they don't stand. But yeah, that'd be the funniest show in the world.
It will be. Especially with me.
I don't even want to get started with you.
I'm not doing
that. Yeah, my mom.
This shit don't look right. I don't care what nobody says. This don't look right. There's something ain't right here. They saying that that's his aunt. You know, not, and like I said, listen, I'm gonna be 100. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. If it ain't a crime, I don't really care. Even if it's a crime, sometimes I don't care. Like I said, the kids stuff I care about, and the fact that people be talented. And every artist knows this. If you got the skills to pay the bills and they're not letting you in because you won't have sex with them, that's disgusting. Not only that, you know how much talent you're blocking the world from seeing. That's why America's Got Talent got so many contestants.
I'm single. Yeah, for real. Mom Duke know how to have a good time. She ain't sitting in the house playing. They outside moving and shaking, baby. She come with me to the strip club. I don't care. For real. It's my dog. You know, I want to live life. We out here moving and grooving. My mom told me, she just said, keep moving, baby.
That's right.
Keep moving. She
don't stop.
She could touch the floor with her palms. You know? Flat. Oh. Take pew, pew, pew.
Yeah, fans completely believe Allie Carter's claims about Diddy's moms at freak-offs. And given everything we know about Janice and her weird relationship with Diddy, it wouldn't be surprising that she recorded the freak-offs. But if you think this is messy, it's about to get even worse.
See, I didn't understand this.
Good, y'all. Welcome back to another video, man.
If anybody can explain this in the comment section, I'm gonna skip over this because, you know, not that homie seems cool or whatever, but it's just like out of nowhere there's a segment of a person and he's famous, but I just don't know who he is. You know what I'm saying? You know, but DDG, the lady asked to take a photo with him, but I just not. And if I do know who it is, I don't recognize him. So, but I'm gonna skip over this because then it gets back
into what I'm about to talk about.
The Diddy stuff.
I have a new song dropping.
Yeah, it's 11 minutes. I had to skip over it because they just go shopping. So yeah, see, I told you they famous. So whoever that is famous.
Price is invaluable.
He reads the fortune cookie. They just finished from getting some clothes to see something, and the lady recognizes him and asks him for a photo. But it's just 11 minutes of them going shopping. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna skip ahead, save the 12 minutes.
All right.
You know you that bitch, I think that you should brag more.
Watch more DDG. I don't know if that was like a promo.
Shorty don't get tired, she fuck till her.
Because you know, once you get there, that's why. We have one here on the West Coast.
Back to the
all my parties, you just haven't seen them show up.
No, well, is it on the East Coast?
Yes.
Well, that's why. Why don't you have one here on the West Coast? Because I work all the time.
Okay, well, maybe I have one at your house.
Not too late.
Not too late?
Not too late, please.
How would you like me there?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
But not too late. Because, you know, once you get there, the party really starts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you. I promise you I'm not going to let you down on this big one.
All right, good.
Ellen, were you surprised by the allegations about P. Diddy? Did that surprise you about P. Diddy?
Remember when Ellen DeGeneres was the queen of daytime TV? Her show was the place to be, with celebs lining up to chat and dance. She had us all fooled with those killer moves and that infectious laugh. Ellen was the gal next door who made it big, right, spreading kindness and hand.
The narrator said she had us all fooled. You know what I'm saying? What do you mean she had us all fooled? What she did? She talked about Ellen like they got her on a crime. Like, I haven't heard about anything about Ellen being charged with anything. You know, I'm not saying in the future it won't happen, but you're speaking in the present while actively nothing's, you know, been said about her, and you're saying stuff like she used to fool us with her dance moves. If she ain't do nothing, she wasn't fooling nobody. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you know, the company you keep. You know, Twitch was the man. I did a little piece on Twitch the other day. You know what I'm saying? You know, some people were saying they weren't sure if he unalived himself, but you know, I don't know nothing about that. You know, he looked happy before leading up to it, and I'll just end it there. Rest in peace, Twitch.
Handing out cash like candy. Well, guess what? The feds just uncovered some pretty wild evidence that's got Ellen running for the hills. Looks like our favorite talk show host might have been more than just Diddy's Cuddle McSnuggle stuff after all. Stick around, because we're about to spill some tea that'll have you seeing Ellen in a whole new light. On September 17th, Sean Diddy Combs' world came crashing down when federal agents arrested him in New York, launching one of the biggest scandals in entertainment. The accusations? A cocktail of serious charges, including racketeering, with allegations pointing to Diddy as the mastermind of a clandestine operation. Authorities have been quietly building a case following major raids on his LA and Miami homes in early 2023. Now, Diddy sits in federal custody, no bail, with evidence that could completely dismantle his empire. You thought Ellen and Diddy were just TV buddies? Turns out their connection goes way deeper than anyone imagined, and that cute little nickname she gave him, yeah, it's not so adorable anymore. Remember,
like what you said with the narrator before, Barbara, you know, like I feel like this one's a little OD too.
Remember when Ellen called Diddy Cuddle McSnuggle stuff on Twitter back in 2016? At the time, it seemed like harmless fun between.
Maybe it's because I don't want to believe that Ellen did something wrong. Because to be honest with you, out of a lot of the people that they talked about, Ellen, I used to think she was cool. I don't want to believe that she did some messed up stuff.
Pals. But now, that tweet's coming back to haunt her big time. She even added, "You don't need to know why," which is giving everyone the creeps now that Diddy's in hot water. So what's the deal with Ellen and Diddy anyway? Sure, we've seen them laughing it up on her show, but there's more to this story than just celeb chit-chat. These two were tight, like really tight, and now folks are wondering if Ellen was more than just a fan of Diddy's music. Let's rewind to February 2018. Diddy's on Ellen's show and they're talking about parties, and Diddy, being Diddy, jokes he'll be fashionably late. But here's where it gets juicy. Ellen reveals she knows exactly what happens when Diddy shows up.
Not too late.
Not too late?
Not too late, please.
How would you like me there?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
But not too late.
I think she was enamored
once you
by
get there, the party really starts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you. I promise you I'm not going to let you down on this big one.
All right, good.
Is Ellen hinting at something here? It's like she's got the inside scoop on Diddy's wild side, and she's not afraid to tease it on national TV. Now, here's where things start getting dark. We're hearing whispers about these so-called freak-off parties Diddy's been throwing. We're talking multi-day ragers fueled by some seriously sketchy stuff. People are saying it's not just your average celeb bash. There's talk of people being pushed into doing things they're not cool with, secret recordings, and some seriously messed up behavior. So where does Ellen fit into all this? That's the million-dollar question. Think about it. Ellen's been in Hollywood forever. She knows everyone. She's been everywhere. But now we're all asking, just how deep did she go into Diddy's world?
You already know my style. We don't even gotta sit through this. we already get the gist of what it's talking about. But like I said, man, in the title it says mega speculation. Yeah, you can't just be like throwing people under the bus before you even know what happens. Now, like I said, it's a little different with Diddy. It's a lot different with Diddy. Like they charging him. I don't know if he had to have been indicted already. Yeah. For them to do what they did, he was indicted. So that's different, but they didn't indict Ellen. You know what I'm saying? I also wanted to talk about how Game stood up for the Mike Tyson fight. Yeah, the Game, the rapper, he was like, stuck, like, yeah, everybody was saying that the Mike Tyson fight wasn't good and blah blah blah, and I saw it, and yeah, a 58 man, that was proof that a 58-year-old man shouldn't be fighting in a professional fight no more. But I don't think it was bad for boxing. To be honest with you, it was a draw. Everybody was there to watch, right? So like I don't think it was bad for boxing. Mike is the man. You know what I'm saying? And what I was gonna say, I thought it was good for boxing. It's crazy how they didn't he didn't throw hardly any punches. I watched the whole thing. Yeah, and I even think that what's his name? Logan Paul. I think Logan Paul took it easy on him. I think he didn't let the bombs off on him because you know what I mean? And plus, let me look it up too. I want to know if it was an exhibition or if it was a real fight. That matters. Barbara wrote, Mike Tyson looks so good. Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, but yeah, you know what? I want to look. I want to look right now. Now that you said that, let me see. Was the Mike Tyson and Logan Paul fight an exhibition or a real fight? Oh, it was a pro bout, not an exhibition. They say it right there. It says the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation, which regulates combat sports in Texas, sanctioned the Tyson Paul fight as a pro bout, not an exhibition. Yeah, no, that's I still think it was good for boxing. It wasn't bad, but I think it should be the end of guys getting in the ring to fight a pro bout at 58 years old. Yeah. To be honest with you, Logan Paul probably watched Tyson when he was coming up. He probably didn't want to. And let me tell you something, Logan Paul. Let me see Logan Paul's. What's he known for? What is Logan Paul's pro fighting record? His name Jake Paul. I got something wrong. I think I got his name wrong. Jake Paul. That's what it is. That's what I have wrong. All right, hold on a second. Now I'm gonna get the answer. I've seen him knock out a couple of guys though. That guy Jake Paul. He's a professional boxer. What is his his record? Jake Paul, what is his record? 11-1 with 7 knockouts. Oh wow. Yeah, I think he took it. He might. Yeah, I think he took it easy on Tyson. Let me see something. Do people think Jake Paul took it easy on Tyson? The 27-year-old YouTuber boxer. Yeah, they said he went easy on Mike Tyson. That's what I'm saying. It's no good then. Even though I agree with the game that it wasn't bad for sports, I believe that it just shouldn't be done again. And it looked like he was sparing him because I've seen boxing my whole life. Other than basketball, football, and baseball, the other sport that I really watch is boxing. So yeah, while watching it, there was times where Jake Paul looked like I was calling him Logan Paul. My apologies, Jake Paul, because he's somebody that I just seen come out of nowhere. He was actually a YouTuber turned boxer. So that's part of the reason. But he's 11-1 with 7 by knockout. You know, to be honest with you, yeah, I was calling him Jake Paul. Yeah, but he is a YouTuber turned boxer, so it's a little understandable. But yeah, a Logan Paul. No, but my apologies. Yeah. So, but I believe he did take it a little easy on him. But so what? It's over. Yo, listen, I love Mike, so you know, if it put, I wonder how much he got from it too. That's another thing. Money matters on this planet. Money matters. All right. How much money did Mike Tyson get for the Jake Paul fight? Okay, now let me ask you a question. I said 20 minutes. Said it loud enough. You still think he shouldn't fight 20 million? Oh man, listen, if they offer me 20 million, I could be 107. You heard Barbara. Yo, I'm out of here, guys. $20 million. How could you tell him not to fight? Yeah, 40 million for Jake Paul. How could either of them say no? They don't give a shit if people thought that they shouldn't have done it or not. They spent 60 million on it. How could you say they shouldn't have done it? If you told me anything where I could make $20 million legally, and then you call me stupid for making the 20 million or the 40 million. 107. Yeah, we'll end it on that note. Yo, peace, y'all. Yo, Barbara, you already know. You my favorite. I can't wait for you to get the package. It's on the way. Much love, Barbara, to you and your family. Peace to everybody. Yo, I just put out that Law the Dark Man. Go watch the Law the Dark Man, a short documentary. He's a great rapper that a lot of people, he wasn't as well known as he should have been. And oh, I got a De La Soul one coming up next. So everybody get ready. I'll see you guys.